Hello there, you're welcome to another interesting edition of my podcast where I bring you sports related issues and I discuss the happenings that are making the internet, that are making the media space. Today I'm going to be bringing you the football list that was released by Gareth Southgate. Yes, the England World Cup squad was released today, and it's a team that is filled with young players, with Gary Cahill probably being the oldest of them all. And in all honesty, in all fairness, you can't really fault the total selection that will be making Russia 2018 later, well, 29 days from today. And of course, from a Nigerian angle, we have a fair idea of the players Nigeria's going to be facing on the 2nd of June. Right, let's look at the list a little bit more detail. From the shock, well, some of to me wasn't really shocking, but of course, when you consider the profile of the person in question, it sounds a bit shocking. Joe Hart has been excluded, and there were speculations in the course of the week that he wasn't going to make it. In his place, Jordan Pickford, Butler, and Pope. Well, Pope Butler of Stoke and Pope of Burnley sort of nicked the goalkeeper spot. And in my opinion, I fancy the number one spot being between Butler and Pickford. So that's it for the goalkeeper. For the defenders, we've got Alexander Arnold Maitland and Gary Cahill, John Stones, Kyle Walker, Danny Rose, Phil Jones, Harry Maguire, and Kieran Trippier. And of course, Ashley Young will probably suffer as a defender as well too. When you look at the back line, you can't almost fault it. Some may question why the inclusion of Phil Jones ahead of Chris Smalling, but personally, I think I prefer Phil Jones to Chris Smalling, and Ashley Young as well will bring a bit of experience to that squad as well too. And yeah, so that's it for the defensive setup. The midfield, let's go Fabian Delph, which was a shocking one. Eric Dyer, Ryan Sterling, Dele Ali, Loftus Cheek, Jordan Anderson, and Jesse Lingard. Well, again, these players are quite good. I mean, I personally would have preferred the inclusion of John Joe Shelby because I believe it brings something different, something different, which England may need in the course of the tournament. It's long passes and is able to pick up an attacker with his long lobs and long passes, and it's got a packet of shots as well in his boots. So I would have preferred John Joe Shelby's inclusion. I would have preferred John Joe Shelby's inclusion as well too. But all in all, the selection tree is not a bad one. Loftus Cheek probably was just coming off injury, but he's made the team, so I think he'll be fine as well too. You can question the attacking lineup. Well, some may say why the inclusion of Welbeck, but obviously because of what it brings on the table as well too. So we've got Rashford, Jamie Vardy, Harry Kane, and Danny Welbeck in the squad. So that completes the 23-man squad that England will be taking to Russia in 2018. Well, how far can this team go? I personally think they should be able to make it out of the group stage, and at that particular point in time, it could be anybody's game. It will now be determined with the luck of draw, but I think they are good enough. And the last two friendlies game that they played showed a bit that they've quite astute themselves. Surprise omissions, yes. Jack Wilshere not in the squad. Quite a surprise that he's not in the team. But obviously, it's understandable as well too because of his long-standing relationship with injuries, and Adam Lallana as well too. Has been placed on standby. Tom Heaton of Burnley, and James Tarkowski of Burnley as well, and Lewis Cook, and of Bournemouth, and Jake Livermore of West Bromwich Albion are the players that are on standby. So that's the squad. A bunch of young players who I believe in years to come would get to their peak or reach their peak. I don't know what your thoughts are, what your opinions are on this selection. You can drop me a note in the comment section. Let me know what you think, what your opinions are. Do you think there's any player that ought not to be in that selection? Or do you think a player should have been included? Let me know your thoughts. Until I come your way again, this is Perspective from Home.